is the time.
Forever? Tangent. Old.
Halt.
Hashtag always MGM.
You are approaching the unloading
Everybody
area.
calm down. AK haters.
But what if it could?
Behold the majesty of the Sistine Ceiling.
For the kids.
A salute to all theme parks, but mostly Walt Disney World.
What a cute ending.
Aloha and
Don't Dillo it.
This is Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz. She is Jen.
Hello.
And I am Frank, and we're barreling towards the end of the year, the Christmas, the New Year, the whole thing, the whole seasonal thing happening.
Yeah. I don't know if I would use barrel though. That seems like a like something negative. Like shouldn't we
Like
be like skipping
Going
along?
over the waterfall in a barrel.
I don't know if that's the right image we want to convey.
I mean, it's a risk. It's going for it. It's
Oh yeah.
taking a plunge.
That's what we're doing after
It's-
5 years. We're going for it.
Finally, we're here to say we're going for it in 2024. Get ready, everybody. Well, we are here. We thought, we're attending lots of Christmas parties and holiday gatherings and the like. And we thought that this week on Theme Park Thursday, we would have one of our own right here, a small little gathering, a holiday soiree, if you will.
I like it.
And it's the season of friends and family and the whole thing. So we thought it would only be fitting today to get to certain friends and family, or friend/family, if you would, together.
Yes. Do it.
So one by one, I'm going to call in this trio who have been doing the thing once again.
Yes.
Now for a couple of months, but we talked to the leader, as it were, a couple of months back when it was about to launch, and now they're all in the thick of it. So I want to hear how it's going, how the whole big love fest, the kumbaya. I want to hear all of it. And to that, I will get the ball rolling on the introductions of the Monday Morning Monorail Podcast team.
Woo!
Up first, the only man who I've ever seen assemble his lightsaber in Savi's workshop. It's Landon the Dodstone. Landon!
Hi,
Oh,
Landon.
hey, I didn't see you there. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Isolation Station Club. It's me. It's the DOZ, Landon the Dodstone, wishing you the merriest of happies in this holiday season. We are now, as of the time this podcast drops, 11 days from Christmas. So hopefully you and yours are having the most wonderful time of the year, and you're wrapping them gifts because Santa is on his way.
I just got anxiety
amazing.
from... Up next, Jen, you might have your side zooms, but she's my best friend. It's Stephers!
Absolutely
Stephers!
not. No.
What?
Stephers.
What?
Best friends?
Just announced.
Landon, sorry, you got demoted apparently by someone.
It's fine. I'm
who-
used to it. Happened on my own
Apparently-
podcast. Might as well happen here too. It's fine. It's fine.
Breaking
Fine.
news.
Officiating my wedding, apparently doesn't beat driving through my state and not stopping by.
Mhm.
Mm.
It's been all downhill
Interesting.
since then, if we're being completely honest, Stephers.
Exactly.
Which, by the way, happy belated anniversary on that.
Oh yes.
Oh, thank
Stephers.
you.
Yes.
Yeah. I realized I saw the photos. I was like, oh, I'm late. Also, Landon, you said 11 days. 11?
From Thursday.
Yeah, from the day the podcast drops. For those
No,
of you
you
that
said
are paying
recording.
attention.
You said recording.
From the
sir.
day the podcast drops.
We gotta go back to the videotape.
I'm watching the one we have not called it yet. Just shaking his head. Just,
You know, it is past my bedtime. Like, if this is how the next hour is going to go, I can leave y'all to it.
No, I'll
Landon,
miss you too much.
I can take back my merry happies if this is how it's going to go.
don't you go
No,
Yeah.
don't
don't
you
get
go
rattled by
there.
my best friend.
That one hurts
Oh.
that we're not besties, Frank. We did share
Oh,
a Little Mermaid room.
That's
That's
true.
true.
Always
Yeah,
and
come on.
forever.
The fact
But
that you guys didn't do TikToks in that room, I don't think TikTok was a thing yet, but you know what? You should have been thinking ahead and doing the videos from that room. That would have been amazing content for years to
nobody.
come.
Ooh, no, I
Yes.
don't know.
We would have been preemptively banned from TikTok if we were doing
also
TikTok
true.
from that room. Yes. Mhm.
As I mentioned to the guests we're about to introduce here, Stephers did drive through my region recently, our region, Jen, I guess we should say, together here in the Northeast. But just I guess that's not the same as driving through the state and not seeing
Correct.
someone.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that confirmed.
Keep digging your hole. Bring
Yeah.
the main man himself, please.
Yeah,
I'm-
let's
I'm-
just-
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks for that segue, my best friend Stephers. Now, without further ado, here he is. You know him, you love him. It's Papa Monorail himself. It's Justin Monorail.
Whoa.
we need a
I was just
moderator in the
sitting
chat.
I'm sitting here shaking my head watching what's going down because this is a preview into what I try to manage every Sunday when we record, because the two of them, when Dawes was doing his own show, have developed this real sibling rivalry or something that's going on. It's almost like a quasi sibling podcast, but I got to tell you this, Landon was right. He said when the podcast drops, I heard it.
Oh, I
Thank
tuned
you.
him out.
Oh,
I
wow.
tuned him out.
That's right.
Shut
Zoe
up.
says, "What's up?" Zoe,
So
we can't use that type
the
of language.
mediator-
We're live on the internet.
The mediator has weighed in. Landon was right this time.
It's official.
this time.
Landon, it's Justin's favorite.
Oh.
There we go. And that's all that really matters. Thank you.
That's a little presumptuous, but like it's fine.
But we all
How's it going, everybody?
So excited to be here. I am feeling all of the holiday cheer, and this really does take me back to the old days when we did the switcheroo skidoo right
Mhm.
around the holiday season. It seems like it was sort of a tradition that we started, both of us, right in the beginning with our podcast, and so I'm so happy to be back.
Yay.
How are you all doing? It's good to see you.
We're good. I feel that we should have, I guess I should have gotten the Dillo's memo that like there's hats to be worn or some sort
Yeah.
of festive.
Mhm.
We didn't get, none of us got festive really. So
I
except
was going to
Frank.
say, I like
Only
Frank's
Frank.
hat.
Right.
Nice.
Yes.
I've had this for a very long time now.
Santa Goofy.
My Santa Goofy connection forever.
Forever?
Forever. So I let's just, I thought maybe we were gonna end up diving into like a Universal at the holidays versus Disney at the holidays debate, but I want to start it on like kind of a touch base, because you've all now had some sort of you've been in the parks during the holiday season. So I want to hear, just like right out of the gate, maybe starting with Landon to Stephers to Justin, what was your favorite holiday touch at the parks this year? Something maybe we missed, or something big. It doesn't matter. But I'll start with Landon there. Something in the parks at the holidays that really hit in the feels.
The thing that I take away most from Disney's, and I'm going to focus on Disney's Christmas because that is what my last trip was focused on. And I saw all Disney Christmas on my last trip, even though Epcot was still not participating, which just kind of still befuddled me. And that's something I did want to talk about. I missed out on the Living with the Land Christmas overlay. That is one of the coolest things that they offer on Walt Disney's property. And I'm still kind of bummed out that I missed out on it, but I am still glad that I was able to partake in it in years past, to the point that I may or may not have a like 9 then plus a 5-minute video on my phone of me going through the entire dang thing. So I can relive it whenever I want to. Now, granted, we all know watching something like, Christmas lights or a fireworks show is one thing. Seeing it with your own eyes and taking it in is a completely different thing, but it's better than nothing, particularly when Disney wasn't deciding to celebrate Christmas and Epcot when it was celebrating everywhere else. But a park that was celebrating Christmas, everybody wants to talk about how good Hollywood Studios looks. It does look great, celebrating dressed up for Christmas. Everybody wants to talk about how good Magic Kingdom looks when it's dressed up and celebrating Christmas. I want to talk about Animal Kingdom.
Of course you do, Landon.
Hey, you know what? Us monorails, we have a gimmick to maintain. They're right around as soon as you get what is it? You walk over the bridge around the Tree of Life, Discovery Island, that whole area, the marionette menageries or whatever. I think those are some of the coolest things. They keep rotating them out, and the cast members that are working the puppets, how they interact with the crowd, particularly how they interact with the younger people visiting Animal Kingdom. On my last trip, me and the Smoking Hot Girlfriend, we were able to just kind of sit over off to the side and watch how the polar bear, the cast member who was, I guess for the lack of a better term, manning the polar bear, was able to walk around and get up in the face of a bunch of small kids and like boop them in the nose, and the kids would like light up and like seeing that type of reaction. It's like, yes, that is like that's Disney, that's Christmas, that is the stuff that me as a big giant man child is still chasing. Like whenever I go down to Disney, and on top of that, it's a Christmas thing. So it's like I want to give a shout out to those marionettes. I think those are super awesome in the Animal Kingdom.
Fine, Landon, you sold me. You know what? No one could have made me get in the feels about Animal Kingdom, but your description of that, I'm intrigued.
There it is.
So,
There it is.
there's
It
that.
truly is a Christmas miracle.
Stephers.
Best friend Stephers.
I'm sorry. Is Landon done with his? I really enjoy that. Like, Landon's like the brother I never had. Wait, I have a brother. Never mind. Anyway.
I don't
it's fine.
know if
Well, he
that
still
really
is the brother you never
works.
had.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
My brain is not braining. He did well. Technically, I did both this season, so I will obviously start with Disney and end on the better parks. I'm kidding.
Are you?
So we'll see. I did actually ride Living with the Land, and I think out of all of the Disney parks, I only have been to Animal Kingdom once during the holidays, so I can't really give a too deep of an opinion. But I think Epcot with Living with the Land is what hits me in the feels the most. I'm searching my brain, but I love it's just feel good, and I like plants and things. So
You're
don't
just
get
not,
out of
you're
the
not
boat,
saying that to
feel
twist the
them.
knife in Landon. I feel like you're just like, the one thing that you couldn't see, Landon.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm dead to Stephers after this point, so it's totally fine.
No, you made a good point. I think actually that is something that's really great to do around the holiday season. That I'll definitely we didn't even have Epcot planned in our trip, so I was like, can we go do this and get my caramel corn bow, so ride Living with the Land, and then we did it. So that's for Disney overall. Not that Magic Kingdom doesn't do it right, but Epcot is my answer. And then Wizarding World at Universal is absolutely gorgeous. Even if you don't ride anything or like go into the shops, just go into the Wizarding World. Both parks, the lights are phenomenal, especially around the night bus, that little courtyard area. 10 out of 10 puts me in my feels. If only they did an ET Christmas overlay. I'm just saying.
Oh, I have a question for you about ET later, Stephers.
Well, and what you said, I also might have a question for the panel that is assembled before us based on something you just said there, Stephers.
Oh, there's a lot of follow-up.
I'm really why did I trigger some follow-up?
Lots of cliffhangers. So we'll get past the Justin Monorail here for his answer.
I just want to say, Landon, I am so proud of you because you absolutely took the words right out of my mouth. And so since you covered the Merry Menagerie, you freed me up to say something else, because that's absolutely where I was going to go. I feel like what they've done in Animal Kingdom to start to incorporate the holidays has been spot on, perfect. Like there needs to be more. There's not quite enough. I'd love to see them do something in Pandora, but
Oh
we're
my God, yes.
yeah, but we're just on the tip of the iceberg of what could be done there. So many possibilities in Animal Kingdom. People just gloss right over it. They don't give it the love it deserves. But I'm telling you, it's the park to go to.
Jay, would you say that maybe there's some AK haters out there?
I mean, I think there are. I've heard. There's a rumor. There's a rumor going around that I don't know if it's people we know necessarily.
No,
it's hard to imagine that people that we love and care about would be AK haters. But
no.
I think it's a great park for a few hours.
Yeah,
you know?
I would be remiss by
There's that
not
knife.
saying
There's that
that
knife.
it's the 6th park chronologically.
Like,
but no, you all left me the opportunity to do a couple of things, which I am very happy to take up, and that is number one. I think last year, I don't know that I got into the Magic Kingdom during the season when the tree was actually up. So this year I went the first weekend after they had put the tree up in the Magic Kingdom, and they had the wreaths all down Main Street, and just I want to give a shout out just to that classic decor in the original Orlando park. Like it is beautiful. It's timeless. It's perfect. And when you see, especially at night, you get that look down Main Street. Like if the castle is behind you and you're looking down Main Street at that giant tree in front of the train station and the wreath and the lights. Oh my gosh. Like that. That is magical and beautiful. And that will put you in the holiday spirit. So that was something that got me in the feels. But I did want to say, the last couple of years, I've really started to appreciate what they've done at Universal for the holidays. And if you've never had a chance to go to Who's Landing? Seuss Landing. If you've never had a chance, I highly recommend Seuss Landing at the holidays. But that holiday parade, that with the finale of Santa coming up and lighting up the tree right there in front of the best ride in the park, Jimmy Fallon. I mean, it is something, like, it really is amazing. It's wonderful. And it gives you all of the nostalgic feels to see. You get to see the balloons, you get to see all the characters and just the music. And it really encapsulates the feeling of the holiday. And I highly recommend it for people who haven't seen it.
Yeah. That Macy's parade is just incredible.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. You misspoke. The best ride in the park is Fast and the Furious.
Oh, sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
No. You're both wrong. They're co-best rides in all of Orlando. Yeah, even you, Legoland, even though you're not in Orlando.
we had Lewis on last week who went to the Orlando Informer event as well, and he was saying how great the decor at Universal was, and he talked highly of the parade. And so it's interesting to see how Christmas has grown at Universal over the years, because I feel like they had a pretty good hold on Halloween with Halloween Horror Nights, and now it seems like they're stepping it up a little bit during
it
the
almost
holiday.
makes you wonder if they're maybe contemplating like an after hours Christmas event at some point, because I feel like if they keep raising the game, they could totally do it. I know their bread and butter is made in the Halloween season, but I think they could nail a after hours holiday party too. Yeah.
I know that because I worked at Universal 115 years ago when Stephers was a toddler, and I remember, like,
is she even a toddler?
There was no
thought yet, but that's okay.
But you're an amazing thought. Wait, no, never mind. Yeah.
There was no Grinchmas yet. There was no Wizarding World, but I recall, like, it seemed like, they it could have connected. Do you think that because they have kind of those anchor, areas of Seuss and the Wizarding World, it's enhancing everything else more? Like, how do you think that's all morphed over the years?
Stephers, I feel like you've got to answer first. You're the Universal gal.
I've been through it. I haven't been through as many seasons as you, Frank. I'm sorry that I wasn't around.
No one
People
has
on this earth have
no one has.
Stephers. Yeah. There was Methuselah, Moses, Frank, and then everybody else.
I think they use those as like stepping stones to set up the rest of the park. Like Seuss Landing, I think, is what they go. Other than the Wizarding World, I kind of just cancel that because of they're already doing their thing. But Seuss Landing, like, they're making updates, they're making it cohesive to the rest of the park, like with the LED trees that they now have in front of the archway. Like they're making moves. There really are. I think I'm trying to think at Universal, like I wish they would bring back a globe holiday show. I think putting that on the lake, whatever, that piece of
Mhm.
water, I think that would tie it all together better. But I just live here. And by here I mean not Orlando.
Mhm.
I think you're right though. Like I do think that it has led to Universal being able to step into the season more because I mean especially with Hogsmeade. I mean, you practically feel like
Mhm.
it's the holiday season all year long in
All the time,
Hogsmeade.
yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so yeah, that does give them that edge. And then like that little piece of Seuss Landing doing the Christmas with all the Who's and everything. I think that it really does give them a great foundation to build from for sure and jump off. Yeah.
I think the Lost Continent, well, I have to watch what I say. But
Mm.
I think with the lack of things in the Lost Continent right now, the direction in which they are going will help tie it all better. I think Seuss Landing is kind of holding that park for other than the Wizarding World. I'm not including that in terms of like the holiday season. So we'll see.
Stephers talking about like he's got inside baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
She
do.
doesn't want to
That's
tell
okay.
you that it's going to be the future home of the Legend of Zelda world
Oh,
because we've all read that on the internet. And if it's on the internet, it must be true. Guys, hear me out. A meeting with Santa Blue in Jurassic World. How about that? Does that do anything
I
for
like
you?
That
that.
actually would be really fun.
That would be
Right?
awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Now we're
Like
cooking.
you'd get eaten, but that's okay.
I mean,
Well,
that's
snack.
fine. Yeah, there have been worse ways to die. Have you been paying attention to the last like 3 years?
True. Valid.
so then the question begs because Stephers, you didn't go to Very Merry Christmas Party, or did you?
Not this year, last year.
No, but Landon did.
I did,
Landon
yes.
is when you look at what Universal's offering now, and having just attended Very Merry Christmas Party, do you feel like, oh, I could have just went to the Magic Kingdom and seen the decor because Universal's got a lot going on over here?
Are you saying that before the Orlando Informer meetup? Like, are we talking after hours, or are we just talking about general?
I mean, I can have both answers if you care to elaborate. Let's talk about general day-to-day first. Universal versus Very Merry Christmas Party.
It's funny you asked that because the day that we're recording this is check the calendar, the 11th of December. I know we've already gotten timey-wimey with the calendars on the upfront. Me and the Smoking Hot Girlfriend, we have just started booking our next trip down to Orlando. It just so happens to be our anniversary trip in February. And we've already
Aw.
discussed we might not be going to the Magic Kingdom the next time we're down there.
Mm.
But if there was an after-hour ticketed event, like, say, Very Merry, we would still get those tickets.
What I was going to say, and Stephers, I'd be interested to hear what you say. I think my perspective on it is I think you get a better holiday experience after hours at Magic Kingdom, but you get that during the day at Universal. Like, you know, it's not a special ticketed event. Any park goer can get that experience. It's not behind a paywall per se.
I would have to agree. And when we're looking at the general scheme of things, Disney or Universal doesn't necessarily, I don't want to say gatekeep, that's kind of aggressive of a term, but like if you're just going for a general holiday experience, Universal, you get that all the time. If you're going for like a cool stage show or that I didn't even watch, like I didn't even watch that when I went to Very Merry. I will say that there are meet and greets that you don't get during Very Merry, like during the normal park hours, but also Universal's not exactly, that's not really my thing. Like that's not what I'm going to Universal for, is for meet and greets. So it's two different vibes.
Yeah.
But I have to agree with Justin in terms of you get that during the day at Universal versus not that you don't get general holiday stuff at MK. It's just You're
Well,
paying for
I would use
special ones.
Jollywood Nights as like a big example of that because there's so much of Jollywood Nights that I was disappointed to find out was just going to be exclusive to Jollywood Nights. I'm like, why not incorporate some of that into the day at Hollywood Studios? It feels a little bit and I don't know that the word is gatekeepy or even I don't I get it. Disney's trying to justify the price tag of that party, and so they're giving as many experiences and unique exclusive treats and drinks and all atmosphere that you can get at the party. But I would love to see some of that in the park, just a little bit. Just give me a couple little things. But yeah, I mean, you have to pay. It's a hefty price tag to go to Jollywood Nights, and hopefully, I hear they've worked out their issues. I'm glad I didn't go on night one. But yeah, it's hearing the way it was going early on. I was thinking, I don't know that I could. I'm glad I didn't get a ticket to it this year. You know what I mean? But maybe I don't know. Maybe some of it bleeds into the park next year. But I think that if they do bring it back, I think they'll have their ducks in a row. I would hope anyway.
So Stephers, like besides the Lagoon show, what would you add to a Universal After Hours that you think would, give it the extra boost if they're doing everything on the day-to-day anyway?
Well, that's what it's hard because they do have an after hours during the holiday. Like it's not theirs.
For you. but those Orlando Informer events are great for everybody and everyone raves about them for sure.
What I'm and going to Justin's point, they could do it, but I think what the deal they have with Orlando Informer, like kind of if it gets bigger, I'm sure that they could kind of grow that from there. But having unlimited food, restricted capacity, and just you get cool meet and greets, like you also get free arcade games. Like there are just like little bits and bobs here and there that I can't think of what else Universal could do that that event doesn't like fill for me.
No, that's fair.
That's just me. That's my opinions are my own, and not of all of the Monorail family. Only myself.
Justin, you said you did not go to Jollywood on night one. You have been since?
No,
No,
I haven't.
not at all. Okay. Are you planning?
Not this year.
Not this year. Okay. All right.
Yeah. I mean, it was such a limited thing anyway. I don't know how many nights there were, but it was very limited, and the ticket price was definitely a barrier of entry for me this year. I was a little worried about how it was going to go. I wanted to hear the reviews, and like I said, I hear that it's improving. They're working through some of the logistics and things, so that's good. I would definitely consider it next year. I like Very Merry. But I don't know what it is about the Hollywood studio. Like the Jollywood Nights event does definitely appeal to me just a little bit more. It feels like a little more it feels like the park takes on a different atmosphere, it's like a little more immersive than what I think Very Merry. I like Very Merry a lot, and I think people, especially I'm hearing people are having a great time this year. They've been doing a great job with like crowd management, and you get all the cookies you can want. You get all the eggnog and hot chocolate. That's great. You get to ride Tron without having to do virtual queue. That's great. But yeah, seeing Hollywood Studios take on that nighttime kind of old Hollywood and classic holiday persona, and then getting to see a Muppet stage show. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like I'd pay for that by itself.
Yeah. Well, and that was one of the things we talked about with Lewis too, because he kind of had the similar point of like he would love to see some of the things during the day, and that being one of them. That Muppet show was one of them that he felt like just carry that over, put that in there during the day. Yeah.
In the overall, I guess, is, do you sense that, Stephers, or maybe you can chime in on this a little bit, that the people who are at the Orlando Informer event and the people who are going to Universal, do you sense a greater excitement in the fan base as they've expanded their holidays over the years? Like what is besides, I mean, you're a spokesperson for everything Universal anyway, but what do you think there's similar responses to the Universal fans?
I don't think the fan base sizes are. We're talking about Disney versus Universal, correct?
Yeah,
That's
right.
okay. I
Yeah,
don't think
I
the
mean,
fan
obviously they're not the same
bases.
size, but the core.
Correct. Yeah, I would venture to say yes, because why not?
Anything
I
on?
do think that they used to have. I've watched it evolve over the years, and I just think they keep getting better and better. That's just my totally biased opinion.
Long term, because I feel like, you were down on Disney for a little bit, but now kind of getting your feet wet back
Now you love
in
it
the
so
park.
much.
Now, do you feel a rejuvenation, re-energized about the Disney parks? Like, where do you sit after this most recent trip?
Less stressed. I think I finally hit the mentality, and this isn't, I'm gonna say it, it's not a bad thing, but I don't have to do everything. So
Welcome to our world.
Yes.
I was able to get on Tron. Like I still did 3 parks one day, which was absolutely insane. Like ain't nobody need to do all that. But I only had one day, so there were little things that I wanted to do, but I didn't stress on, like I didn't ride Big Thunder, I didn't ride Space, and those are usually things where I'm like, go, go, go. I need to do this and like get it done.
Mhm.
I was like, I just want to ride Tron. While we were waiting for Tron, we went and saw the Hatbox Ghost. We went and, like there were just little things. And then I was like, we have time before our Oga's reservation. Let's hop to Epcot and let me get like this drink I know I like. And I even tried new things, and let me get my caramel corn. And then I literally went to Hollywood Studios just to watch Fantasmic. And that was it. We had like a little bite to eat, and then we went to go see the show, and then we left. Like it was it was much more relaxed, and Justin's gonna love me saying this, it makes me want to have, because I keep skipping Animal Kingdom, I genuinely want to have just one full day at Animal Kingdom, because there are the animation experience is something that I really want to do, and just little things here and there that I think Animal Kingdom's a good park to just vibe.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's my whole point. Embrace the vibe, people. Embrace the Animal Kingdom vibe.
I love that animation experience, and I am thankful to Justin for cluing me in on it, because I would have never known about it. And I love it.
Someday, you all need the VIP Justin Monorail Animal Kingdom tour. Just let's
True.
plan it now. Let's decide. We're gonna do this in 2024. We're doing it. I'll do it for your 50th birthday.
No.
Oh.
Oh no. Put that on the table. Put that on the table. Oh no. Pivoting quickly from an Animal Kingdom visit. Landon.
Yeah, hi, I'm
you
back.
had a question for the panel earlier.
Yes.
I want to see if you recalled what your question for the panel was.
Stephers was talking about the overlay of Living with the Land, as was I. And I was wondering if there was a current attraction, whether it be Disney or Universal, because Stephers did also mention she wished that E.T. had a Christmas overlay. What attraction would you put a Christmas overlay, and why?
Oh gosh.
Wait, this isn't my answer. This is just like something I want to just throw out. But imagine a holiday overlay on the Mummy, and they put a Christmas hat on Imhotep.
Perfect.
I'm just saying. Wait, like, don't actually, but like,
And then there at the end, Brendan Fraser, because it's a Christmas miracle, actually does get his coffee.
that's a stretch, Landon. That's a stretch. I don't think that.
Hey, Santa Claus is a magical being. He can do anything, Stephers.
That's true.
Is it a magical bean?
Being, not a bean. Are you saying Pam? That's 3 podcasts in a row I've done that. With 2.
Yeah, Jen, go ahead.
I was going to ask Justin if he had one. I think I have an answer, but our guests are first. So
No. We've been going first the whole time. And Jen, if you have,
as you should, you are our guests.
But you
What's your answer, Justin?
This is a landmark occasion. I wanted to.
It's true. I was very nervous. I was sweating as Landon asked the question. I was like, oh no, I have to make a decision on something.
Yeah, if you were to give me your social security numbers and your mother's maiden names, what would they be?
Oh my goodness. Justin, you go.
I still haven't decided.
Jen.
All right. I think I want an overlay on the essential fountains. I want a whole musical, Christmas musical number on those fountains, and you have little like things dancing on the water, and it's a whole, and the waters turn red and green and all different colors. I think everything happens right there, and it's just like a little like 1 minute show that pops up here and there. And if you're passing by, you just happen to catch it, and it brings all the people in to enjoy the essential fountains. Kind of said
I like
essential.
Oh, the imagination
Essential.
fountains.
Yes,
They are essential, aren't they?
they are.
Yeah.
That was mine. I made a decision.
You
guys.
did it.
I did it.
You can take a breath.
You did it.
You can fan yourself.
Well, I mean, it's funny because when Landon mentioned Santa Blue, I thought that I was like, okay, what else would like? So right away, I went to like the Spider-Man ride because I'm like, just change the movie, just make it a little more holiday vibe.
Yeah.
On the Spider-Man on Christmas in New York on the Spider-Man overlay, and then I kind of went, you could do the same thing over at Men in Black. So I feel like both of those, I feel like can have
That would be
the
fun.
New York at the holidays as much as they have the decorations over there by Justin's favorite ride, Jimmy Fallon. That I feel like it could still enhance that a little bit more by bringing it into those couple of New York-based attractions.
I just want to say that Frank chose Universal.
I did.
Y'all hear that? Mm-hmm.
Y'all heard it here first. Just
Landon
saying.
Landon sparked me with that Santa Blue. I like that idea.
It's a good idea. And plus, Stephers, it's not Disney versus Universal. If I've taught you anything or tried to, it's Disney and Universal.
Oh wow, that's big.
Yeah, we don't say that park down the road anymore. Okay, so my answer, and I don't know why this didn't come to me sooner because I'm literally sitting here holding my Chewbacca in his Life Day robe.
There it is.
But
That's a
why
good one.
not do a Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run overlay where you're trying to get Chewie home to celebrate Life Day?
Oh, that's
That
pretty
would be
good.
awesome.
You win. You've won.
Oh,
Come on. It's a video game. You can change it.
see, I thought you were gonna go Star Tours, but you even went one better. That's
Yeah.
that's so good.
And
I know.
Chewie
I
gets
was
to
thinking
use it.
Star Tours too. Yeah.
Yep. Mhm.
Mhm.
And
Great
it's
minds.
always Chewie mode. It just yells at you the whole time.
Screw instructions. You don't need instructions. If you
He's
get
gotta
yelled
get
at
home
enough,
to
you'll
see.
figure it out. Yeah.
He's got to get home to see Itchy.
You
There
win.
is a
Justin.
character named Itchy. Yeah, remember that. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
I do feel, and this is part of the Jollywoods Nights things, and just the recent Christmas happenings over at the studios and the good things they've been doing. I do feel like I'm surprised they haven't gone more in on Life Day than just let's just talk about the day and have
Yeah.
merch. I
Yeah.
feel like it should last all season long.
Yeah, why not?
Mhm. Yeah, agreed.
Mhm.
It wouldn't be that hard to do. And they wouldn't have to do that much even, Just throw a few things in there. Let Chewie walk around in his robe.
Yep.
Mhm. That's it.
Mhm.
Have like a storyteller,
Yeah.
and then
I was gonna say, yeah, you just need a couple cast members to add to the ambiance, the story, to add to the Life Day. Well, for like a story.
Hold on a second. You think that it wouldn't be that hard, but they can't even give Figment a Christmas sweater.
Yeah, the meet and greet
Well,
Figment. I couldn't believe that seems like that should be
Yeah.
a slam dunk. Why is he not wearing his Christmas sweater?
That feels like somebody dropped the ball, and I am predicting that this time next year when we are doing the 2024 Dillo's Diz Monday Morning Monorail Christmas Switcheroo Skidoo, we will be talking about how great the Figment meet and greet looks in his Christmas sweater.
That's
good
true.
prediction.
Yep.
Frank, as someone who has worked closely with characters,
Mhm.
do you think that was just a drop of the ball? Do you think there could be more behind that decision? Or lack thereof?
I'm sure there's budgetary reasons that they don't try to push. Especially. I mean, listen, it's been a very long time, but I think they
Back in
usually
my
try to.
day.
you know,
Yeah,
I
the
do think there
characters
is-
that I knew, they were in black and white. It was amazing. Yeah.
it was
I
me and Oswald.
I remember when Walt came out, he said, Frank, my friend, come over here. I have this crazy new idea. Characters in color. We're going to see if it catches on.
That's a great Walt impression.
No, this is my Frank impression.
Okay.
Or maybe my Walt, whichever everybody likes.
It's me and Walt, a couple of heavy smokers talking in the 1920s.
But one of those is factually true, unfortunately. Yeah. That's why I point with 2 fingers, according to every statute.
What were they talking about? Oh, but you know, they have a priority list over at Disney that they're like, well, here's the things that we actually have to do. Sorry, you know, 15th thing on the list, expand Life Day to last 6 weeks. We're too busy expanding Food and Wine another week.
Right.
We're too busy making that the start date in April now, and it just carries through the holidays.
Yeah, somewhere it's always Food and Wine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just gonna keep taking over the year. I fear that. But you know, the whole point of it is they established it to drive attendance during a low attendance time. Well, now the whole summer is low attendance. I don't know what's happening.
Nope, that's not how that works. That is not how that
But
works.
it does spark a new television pitch of it's always Food and Wine at Epcot instead of. I think that
Yep. Inexplicably also starring Danny DeVito in a bit part. Yeah. I'm here for the whores. Yeah. It's like, you can't say that. This is Epcot, Frank. Yeah.
Danny DeVito with the same voice as Walt Disney. I don't know.
Oh, you're not supposed to notice that, Frank. That's going to be the
Oh,
big
sorry.
season 2 finale reveal.
Master impressionist Landon the Dog's
The
Dome.
seamless transitions are amazing. One character to the next.
Oh well, I feel like this will be a wrap up question, but it's not because Landon mentioned 2024 Figment sweater. We got. How about a quick round of predictions for 2024? Let's go around the horn, starting with Stephers.
Do I need to prepare anything for this podcast? No, we're just going to talk about XYZ.
Oh, Stephers, you always
Never
trust your best
prepare.
friend.
I think 2024 will be a lot of Epic Universe. I don't know if it'll necessarily be announcements, but I think we'll be able to see a lot more in terms of progress. I know that we don't know what's confirmed to the public, so now I have to think about what is confirmed and what isn't confirmed.
Stephers. We're amongst friends here.
Exactly, yeah.
We're amongst friends.
It's not like this is a podcast or anything.
Jen's editing. You don't have to worry about not trusting me. It's Jen.
Yeah, I'm editing if that helps. I can always edit things out.
No, I just I think the progress will be more evident in terms of what's going to be at Epic Universe, but also I think Disney will come up with some. I don't know if it'll be like another park, but I do think that they're going to come up with something to kind of combat dual, go hand in hand with Epic Universe.
What's gonna be?
Beyond the Magic Thunder Mountain. Or whatever
That's right. You know, the old
Zootopia, I don't
Beyond the
know.
Magic Thunder Mountain.
I mean, Mad Max is now owned by Disney, right? So we can now announce that Furiosa is the newest Disney princess.
Be-
That's
Big
what I
Thunder
think.
Mountain.
Yeah.
All right. Justin?
Witness me.
I was kind of going to go in the direction of I think we're going to get more announcements than we are actual things coming to the parks in 2024 at Disney anyway. I think they are going to have to like show a few cards at some point. You know, maybe it's D23, but who knows? I've been saying it for years, but I think that this year may be the year. I'm going to say one of these two things is going to happen.
Mhm.
We are going to hear either a refurb or retirement of Muppets 3D, Muppet Vision
Oh.
3D,
How dare you?
What?
or that's going to happen to Figment. One of those two things I think will happen this year.
I don't like what you're putting into.
I don't like it
So-
either.
Hold on. So we're ignoring the Spaceship Earth renovation for 2024. I just
Well,
thought
Disney
about
is.
it
Talk
too.
about that. That's like what are you talking about? We didn't even mention
I don't
that.
even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They never said
Never,
anything
no.
like that, Stephers. So what are you?
I'm so sorry. My bad. This is why I stay at Universal. I'm gonna see myself
Perfect
out.
the way it was.
Oh my
There's
God, yay.
nothing to see here.
I don't now again. Clearly I don't want either one of those things to go away. My hope is that it's good news and that because basically I'm hedging my bets here. There's four options that could happen, and I hope that the one is that Figment's going to get like a refresh. That would be great. Maybe expand the track back to the length that it used to be, so it's not such a short ride, and give Figment his due. I do think that it's a good sign that he got the meet and greet. There's still that live action Figment movie that was out there floating around that we haven't really heard anything else about.
How about a Figment cameo in Inside Out 2? Will you take that as a lead-in?
Maybe.
Oh, that would be dope.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That'd
A
be
little
so
teaser.
Imagination.
But my fear has always been you go back to the Muppets Plaza at Hollywood Studios, and it just seems like that area is they're very subtly just sort of easing some things out. Like that Muppet shop hasn't been opened in forever. Forever.
I miss it so much.
Yeah. And
There was a wall up when I just went.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
well, they've got a wall around. They're building some sort of a snack kiosk they put the brick up on it and stuff.
And Pizza Rizzo is like sometimes open, sometimes not.
Yeah.
Take your guess.
Yeah.
It's
So
like-
it just
yeah.
seems to me that they're like, well, we'll just let this sort of age out. It's nice that I guess I haven't been there since they fixed the chairs though. Like it looks like they reupholstered the chairs, so that's nice because they don't look like they've had 30 years of people's nasty butts sitting on them anymore. But I don't know. I fear the Muppets may be phasing out at some point in that area, and Star Wars may be taking over. That's my concern. Yeah.
I'll be stressed out for the rest of the night. Landon?
Well, building off what Jay said, I mean, their location to Galaxy's Edge, I do think there might be some credence to his prediction / worry. But I will also reiterate what I said. I think during Christmas 2024, we will see Figment wearing his festive Christmas sweater for meet and greet purposes. But I think this is going to be a year where Disney, I think they're going to hold a lot close to their vest, so to speak. I think they're going to take a wait and see approach to see what, as Jay so lovingly described it, as the park down the street has to do, has to announce, has to say with Epic Universe, because Disney is not dumb and they know that Epic Universe is coming. And from everything we hear, I think Epic Universe is going to be really, really damn cool. I think Disney is going to take this opportunity to build back up the funds, so to speak. They're going to pour some of those funds back into refurbishing some stuff in the parks that has been kind of been neglected over the last few years because that whole damn pandemic that's happened and has impacted the bottom lines. I think we're going to see Disney take a step back to the Disney that we fell in love with. Maybe not to the extent where they're announcing stuff that's going to be knocking our socks off, like attractions like, say, Guardians of the Galaxy, or bringing something like Remy's Ratatouille to Epcot, or announcing an attraction like Rise of the Resistance in Hollywood Studios. I think this is going to be the year where Disney realizes we're Disney and we have slipped from the standard that we set in the game, that we defined what was the expectation. And we realize that in our own backyard in Orlando, Florida, the competition is about to get a whole lot more stiff. So we're going to have to step our game up. We don't have enough time to build a whole fifth gate. So we're going to have to make sure what we do have is up to snuff when Epic Universe does open. Because even without Epic Universe, Universal has been slowly coming for Disney. whether Disney fans want to admit it or not, Universal has stepped their game up over the last few years. And Disney will admit that, whether the fans will or not. So I predict that this is the year that Disney is going to get their ish, so to speak, together and get back to being the standard in theme parks that they were for so long.
Landon, I'm ready to run through a Epcot wall for you right now.
There we go. Clear eyes, full heart, can't lose. Wait, no, that's owned by Universal. Scratch that. Editor, cut that out. No.
Stephers, does ET survive all of 2024?
Don't disrespect.
I'm not just. It's a serious question, right? I
No.
saw like a random X tweet that had like a weird building.
Because if they were going to get rid of it, which they cannot right now, they would have like tore that ish down when DreamWorks Land was like they would have just been part of the wall for DreamWorks Land, and it is not the part of the wall. It is in its prime glory. I will say, however, I feel disrespected by the company that made the ET smells, because I went on it and the gift shop, like the exit and the gift shop smell, the OG smell. The ride no longer smells the way I need it to smell.
I think I told
Really?
you that, Stephers. I think it changed. It definitely changed.
That's hard when that
Yeah,
happens.
the company that made the original smell went out of business, but like I didn't think that it would be phased out that soon. I'm so sad.
Mm.
Wow.
Man.
They
Sorry
couldn't
for your
replicate the
loss.
smell. They couldn't get like the recipe for the smell.
Well, they're partnered. I don't know if they're partnered. That's might be a little bit too. That might be too much. But the Magic Candle Company, they like. It seems like they have like a partnership with them, so that their candles are now in the gift shop. They have the candles like at the tribute stores and stuff, like for the different rides and stuff. So, you know,
Calling
Good
it a
for them.
recipe.
They've grown.
Calling it a
Magical.
recipe made me laugh because I just pictured somebody at Universal like Googling ETQ smell, and then it comes up and they have to press the little jump to recipe button because
Yeah.
whoever put it on there had to tell their life story about their-
Exactly.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
I don't give a crap. Just tell me what is in the sauce.
Like out of all the ads along the way, stop it with the pop-ups.
Like, when I retired and I had my little Japandaland, I really wanted to focus on my true passion, making candles that smelled like E.T. Universal Hollywood. And then I would know.
Wait, I have a question for Stephers. What are they doing with Poseidon's Fury?
Hmm.
Come on. That's where they're moving ET to.
yes, because that would fit. that would fit.
So they're putting Zelda.
Next question, please.
Okay, fine. Next
Probably
question for our fine hosts. What are y'all's predictions for the upcoming next
I
300?
already made a decision on this episode. I can't.
I mean, I feel like I'd be crossing between everyone else's point, but I feel like they have to decide what's going into Dino Land. Like, stop already.
Ooh, yeah.
I think that is, if you want me to go back to Animal Kingdom, I'll need to know that. And I'll rephrase. If you want me to go back to Animal Kingdom regularly, or if you want me to go regularly.
Yeah.
That's right.
Want me to go back to it being a brick? Oh, it was never. If you want me to start,
But I think that's a big one. I'm not as what are they going to put beyond Frontierland? I think they should weigh their options. To me, I feel like that should be whatever they're going to build there needs to be a staging area almost for their events, because it drives me bonkers how you go in for Not So Scary, and I want everyone to get on the train and be brought to the back of the park for the special event. Like it's a villain's area for Halloween, and you start back there, and then eventually you join the rest of the park throughout the night. So I feel like it needs to be something that makes sense for the operational side of the parks, and I don't think they're ready to pull the trigger on that one. I don't see them making a decision about that. So Dino Land, I think ideally they should just, if Inside Out 2 does really well, I think that is what's going into Imagination. So I'll make that as my wild card prediction for 2024.
I don't understand. I don't understand what Disney is really doing when it comes to Figment. None of us do. But they put out these surveys to make everyone think Figment's going away, and then they're like, "Here's a Figment meet and greet." It's like, what? So he's staying? It's like, well, we don't know really what's gonna happen. Well, I'd stop toying with our emotions, Disney. I just don't like that. I'll say something. It's not really a decision, but it's close enough. I predict more blue skying and sleekness, which is Frank's favorite thing about Disney, is anything sleek. So I think there's more of that coming. But will the Wonders of Life building actually become some sort of communicore? Can we see it? Can you make a decision and do it? Because if you're going to do it, I want a communicore of some sort. So I would like to see that happen.
Yeah.
That's not a prediction. That's more of a hope.
I like that though.
Yeah.
Because is the play pavilion just gone? That's just not going to happen.
That's
another one of those. Pay no attention. We never.
Yeah.
Who said that? Who said that?
I didn't. I'm in Universal still. Don't mind me.
Spaceship Earth Play Pavilion. What is that? Y'all are drunk. Get out. Security. Yeah.
No, and to be honest, that play pavilion, I was like, it's gonna be nothing in 5 years. Whenever it was gonna open 5 years later, it'd be like something else has to go in there. Now it would be the dead space we talk about all these other places about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like play pavilion very much smacked of the Tomorrowland problem. As soon as it got installed, it was immediately going to be outpaced by whatever new technology came out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I don't want to insult those who love it, but if it reeked a little bit of Disney Quest for me.
I was gonna say that same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I knew stuff.
I'm not offended. I'm going to leave now. Goodbye.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. Nope, that's too mean. I'm gonna reel it in and just sip my water.
Disney Quest is fine, if it's like thunderstorming and you find yourself in Disney Springs.
I never went in that building.
It was a great time.
It was fun. It was fun
Yeah.
for like an afternoon.
Okay, but think about this.
You
Disney
got to
Quest
play
is
Wreck-It
so-
Ralph, like in the arcade. That was neat.
Fun for an
It is-
afternoon. Are we talking about Animal Kingdom or Disney Quest? I forgot what topic.
Jen!
we're on.
Now I'm leaving.
Jen, we're all leaving. Monorail, roll out. Yeah. Por favor, mantenga se aos
Oh,
I was
no.
gonna say that Disney Quest was so ahead of its time, and could you imagine where it is now? Like that would have been great. Okay, disrespectful. Frank's old, and we keep him around. We could have kept Disney Quest around.
Hey.
Okay. Okay.
Podcast is taking a turn. I just want something happening in the Wonders of Life building, because it makes me mad when Disney takes away things we love, like Figment, even though it's not gone yet, and to put in something maybe we won't, or maybe we will, or maybe something that could have gone somewhere else, like the Wonders of Life building that has been sitting there for 20 years not doing anything. I don't understand.
Wonders of Life featuring Moana.
Oh my.
Oh no.
When
We
in
all know
doubt,
that's
just
coming.
Moana it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Actually,
Am I wrong?
I think if you're interested in learning about the Wonders of Life, you can now go to the World Celebration Gardens because
Well. Good.
sorry.
No.
We've lost
I
Landon.
mean, that's good. Oh no. So then let's just tie it into 2024, maybe with a little more podcasting goals for you guys in 2024. What do you see yourself 12 months from now talking to us about?
Saying the F word a whole lot more. It's way too nice to a whole bunch of you. No, I have no idea. Still doing this? Honestly, how about that? Yeah.
Well, like you said, Frank, early on when you were introducing us to the show, and by the way, thank you all so much for having us. This has been a lot of fun. But we're back at it now, and we've been doing this for a couple of months, and I still feel like we are sort of getting our feet underneath us again. I mean, not that I think that the show hasn't been going well, because it has, but I do think that we can grow and refine and polish, and we will continue to do that. But I will say, I think the last few weeks where it's been the three of us. I know Landon went solo last week, and thank you again, Landon, for doing that.
Shots
But
fired. Thanks.
no, I'm not firing shots. What I'm saying is, I feel like that our dynamic has been really good the last few weeks. Like it's been really fun, and it's just, you know, continuing to build on that love of Disney and the connection that we have with each other and the Monorail family and other great podcasts like Theme Park Thursday with Dillo's Diz, building on the community, expanding the conversation, interacting, and then just doing what we do best, which is, you know, having fun talking about theme parks that we love and seeing where that takes us. I mean, I know that's kind of a vague answer, but that's kind of where we're headed.
Ooh, I do actually have a goal for the
go ahead.
podcast.
Oh.
We get the logo updated in the iTunes store.
Yeah. I don't know why it's not.
Yeah. Me and Jay, we have no power over that, but we will email Bob Apple, the head of Apple, if we need to figure that out. We still do not know why the Does Disney logo still shows up in y'all's iTunes podcast feed. It befuddles us as well. So thank you for letting us know.
Someone in Apple's like, I'm not letting go of Does Disney. I'm not letting go.
Well, and I appreciate to know that I had a fan that was that high up. I just hate to find out that I learned after the fact.
Stephers, I want you to put a goal out there for the podcast. Come on. What have you got? She has personal podcast goals. Maybe that's
I
what
know.
Mhm.
No, my brain.
No, we
just
like
went-
talking about Stephers at the beginning of each year. That's really where our sweet spot is.
I want us to get to a place where, like, going hand in hand with what you said, Justin, in terms of like growing. But I know there are like things that you and Landon like do together that I would love to see incorporated into our kerfuffle of chaos that we greatly put out every week. Like just growing it that way. Especially since we're still awaiting like the big ticketed Disney news. I think that it would be great to, see that, come to fruition.
So your goal for 2024 is to give Landon and I homework. I appreciate it.
Perfect. Awesome.
No, give you
Yeah.
platforms to grow.
I'm just
That
kidding.
is
Yeah.
nice.
I'm kidding.
Let's be
I mean,
real.
yeah,
Landon wouldn't do the homework even if I assigned it to him.
Oh, that is bullcrap. I'm already recording 2 nights this week, so now apparently I got to do an M3-4D this week as well. In addition to waking up at 2:00 in the morning, cats and dogs living together in the streets, mass hysteria. Tony Soprano's living in a coma. We can't get any instant gratification. Our pets' heads are falling off. I'm drinking bourbon out of my Encanto glass that I bought at Animal Kingdom the last time I was there. Yeah, that's right. Another reason y'all need to go to Animal Kingdom. They have a ton of Encanto merchandise. How cool is that? Anyway,
Stephers, when you talk about homework, do you feel that you are the Hermione to Harry and Ron?
Absolutely not. Justin sets everything up. I just show up.
and I'm the funny one.
That he is funny.
Let's be honest. If we're talking about the trifecta of Hermione, Harry, and Ron, I'm Hermione. There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
So does that make me Harry? Because I truly am the magic.
No, you just go into danger with you just.
Man, the awkward pause that everybody took, you could feel the air sucked out of the virtual podcast studio. That was wonderful.
In every scenario, you are Ron Weasley.
Yes.
Okay, Christmas is canceled and I hate y'all. No.
It's fine. You're fine. It's fine. You're fine.
Landon, how many times have you watched Ernest Saves Christmas so far this holiday season?
None, because that is a a Christmas Eve tradition. I
Mm.
save that for when I wrap my Christmas gifts, and I drink a whole lot because that is the only way I can wrap Christmas gifts, or rather, more accurately, get through me wrapping Christmas gifts, because there's a lot of things I can do well, a couple things I can do very well. Wrapping Christmas gifts, not one of them. But
Hmm.
on December 23rd, I like to fire up my Christmas movies, and I started off with Ernest Saves Christmas. You know what I mean,
Love it.
Vern?
Is anyone watching Hallmark Christmas movies? But I don't. No.
Mm-mm.
No.
No, anybody?
Wrong group. Okay, got it. Okay.
It's going to be 2 thumbs down for me, Jen.
Landon, I would kind of love to give you a list of Hallmark movies to watch and then get your reviews on them.
Mm.
That, you know what? That's my goal for 2024.
Oh.
This time next year, I want a segment where Landon reviews Hallmark Christmas movies.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I will agree to that if you can coordinate deliveries from Total Wine to my place for these viewing parties. I will 1000% agree to this.
We'll get you some Hallmark movie wine. Don't they have their own wine
Yeah,
line?
it's true. They do.
Wait, do they really?
Yes.
Okay, now these are my type of movie. Okay, these are one of my types of movies.
It's really funny. They filmed, maybe it was Hallmark. I'm gonna say it's Hallmark at the Biltmore here in
Mhm.
North
Yes,
Carolina.
they did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And they had a whole section in the gift shop that was like Hallmark, and I thought of you.
Oh, thanks.
It was expensive, or else I would have actually purchased something. But like I thought of you, so that's what's important.
Thought that
The
counts.
thought, that's it. The
Exactly. It's the thought that counts.
It's the thought that counts.
And he said it was at the Biltmore. If anybody knows anything about the Biltmore, they know that stuff's expensive.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, uh-huh.
I'm just.
If you want to think about parking, it's $25. Not even parking, thinking about it.
Justin, since you are the one still in Orlando here with Stephers and Landon both coming back from recent trips, is there one thing before Christmas hits that you still want to do in the parks that you haven't seen yet or you haven't participated in?
Oh, absolutely, Frank. Thank you for this clear, concise question that I was
Like I do.
able to understand.
Professional podcaster.
It's been a long day, guys. Yes, I actually haven't been to Epcot yet since they started Festival of the Holidays. So I need to get in there and do my cookie stroll. That's one of my favorite things to do, and I love getting my cookie reward at the end of my cookie stroll. So I'd love to do that. I will do that, and then also since Casey is an annual pass holder at Universal, she hasn't seen the holiday parade, so we're going to do that. We might do that this weekend. So. Yeah.
I meant to ask you, because since you brought it up on the podcast, did you end up going to eat this weekend in Disney Springs?
We didn't make it to eat yesterday. That's something I gotta twist the arm a little bit and try to get her out there. But I'm dying to go. But no, we didn't make it yet.
I do.
So
I
would you say,
appreciated
are
that.
you-
Landon
you
mentioned the
dying to
prices.
eat?
Yeah.
We haven't eat. We
Eat
will
and eat.
Eat to the beat. Wrong. Sorry. Wrong place.
Jen, is there anything I have neglected to mention or you want to bring up at this time?
No, I don't think so. I'm excited for this time next year when Landon's giving us his Hallmark movie review. So I'm kind of focused on that right now. I'm already thinking of a list of movies in my head. So
How many movies did I just agree to watch?
don't worry about it. Don't ask questions. It'll be fine. Everything will be fine. We'll send you
Perfect,
the
yeah.
Hallmark wine. It'll be okay.
Perfect. Yeah. What could go wrong for me? By
Many
the way,
things.
at least 2 bottles of wine per movie, Jen. So
Per movie.
yeah, per movie.
I probably have agreed to watch one movie and do one review, Landon. Congratulations.
There it is. Yep. Mhm. Hey, Landy gets 2 bottles of wine, so that works out for me.
I do think each of you should go around and perhaps say one personal goal for the new year and also where we can, find you in social media land before bringing it back to the trifecta of where we can hear all of you every week. Stephers, why don't we start with you?
Oh, good start.
The subtlety was not there, and it's like Frank's like, what's happening right now? Adventures with Stephers. Yeah, the that podcast is coming back in 2024.
Say it louder for the people in the back.
Oh, honey, you can turn up the volume on your device and rewind 30 seconds. But
And listen, if you haven't listened to any of Adventures with Stephers in any of the episodes before, I mean, there is pretty much a classic where I have like a breakdown on an episode. So make sure you check that out.
Oh, do you remember what episode number that is? Because I'm kind of in between podcasts right now. I might want to go check that out.
you know what? I will link it on my socials, and you all can just
There you
listen
go.
to Frank's breakdown.
Therapy
But then also in
sessions with
2024, Frank will have another breakdown, and it'll just be a thing. And it'll just be a thing.
Well, we're not
but
talking
yes.
about 2024 happening at all.
I didn't say it would start
not
that
like
way.
It's like 30 or 20 days away or anything like that. So it's fine.
Breathe, inhale, exhale.
It's fine.
50
50 is fine. It's gonna be fine. 50 is gonna be fine.
It's fine.
Oh, we can have a 50th birthday breakdown episode. This is gonna be great for you. It'll be just, the young and the old, it'll just be all of it.
Sweet Jesus.
Gonna be good. Excited.
So excited. So excited.
Yes. Stephers,
What
where
if I'm
can we-
old?
Where can we find you on are you on all the podcatchers on Adventures with Stephers podcast?
Probably Spotify and Apple Music for sure.
Great.
Or Apple
What-
Podcasts, whatever.
Do
the
we
thing's
have a
called.
start date or 2024 sometime?
I have to speak with my first guest and schedule that first episode, but mid-January, ideally. Just January.
Oh, just in time for Jen's birthday. Congratulations, Jen.
What?
Oh,
No.
you're not the first.
Nope.
She
No,
is not the
no.
first guest, but she'll. Don't worry. We'll make the rounds. I don't
We'll
know why
we'll
you.
get to our therapy. Come on.
Yeah.
Please.
fine.
Got plenty of
But
time.
yes, Adventures with Stephers on TikTok and Instagram, and then it's Stephers on Hex, Twitter, whatever that thing's called. The bird.
Just call it. Just
That's
call it
not a bird
Twitter.
anymore.
Just call it.
Just- whatever it's called. That thing.
Justin, over to you. Personal goals in 2024?
I was hoping I was gonna get out of here without having to declare a
Absolutely
personal
not.
goal.
No. That's not
My personal goal is to listen to more Adventures with Stephers in 2024.
Oh,
I can't wait for that podcast to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think my personal goal in 2024 is to laugh more, to love more, and to breathe.
Yes.
Those are
The double bird salute right there from Landon. Or Walt Disney or Danny DeVito, whatever.
I think it might have been all
Can you
three.
believe this guy over here is talking about livins, laughins, lovins?
I think he somehow had 3 birds up. I don't know how he pulled it off. Yeah. No, really it's honestly, and this is probably a cheap answer, but I need to figure out how to get re-energized on the pass holder lounge and keep that going, because that's something I did really enjoy doing. And the format of that show has sort of changed to once a month live shows. We didn't do it in November because some things came up, but we're going to do it, and we're going to consistently do it. And I think that it's a great way. We talked about, like, earlier, we being me, how one of my favorite things is that we are re-engaging with the community and the Monorail family, and that podcast was all about that, is interacting, connecting, and just having a good time and making friends, that have similar interests and passions. So I'm going to try to refocus a little bit and refresh that show in 2024.
Nice. Like it.
Landon.
Well, quick follow-up question for Jay, as somebody
Oh.
who generally is in on the pass holder lounge. For the month of December, when are we doing that? Or is this something we want to talk about off the air?
Well, we try to do it the third Tuesday of every month, which would be next Tuesday, the 19th. So
Okay, all right.
yeah, if we're going to do one, it will be the 19th.
All right. Well, I will go ahead and put that in my calendar. Good to know. A personal goal. I know everybody says they want to get, New year, new me. Want to get healthy. I would like to let loose of some stress in my life. I know I can be a little bit of a high-strung individual. That may not be a surprise to some of you who listen to some of the works that I'm on, whether it be here, whether it be on the monorail, whether it be on my job at News Talk 98.7. But I need to let loose of some of the stuff that I can't control, and not being able to control some stuff is kind of hard for me. So that is a goal for me in 2024. How about that?
Good one. I like it.
And how about this? Frank, you have a milestone birthday coming up this year, right?
Yes, that is correct.
I have a milestone birthday coming up
Oh.
next year, but
Oh.
on April 1st of this year, when I turn 39, I am going to announce a fundraising expedition I'm going to go on for my 40th
Oh.
birthday that involves Epcot.
Oh.
That is a personal goal that I
Mm.
want to do big in 2024.
Love it.
Right. Oh, something to look forward
Breaking news.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't told any of these people this.
I love it.
Yeah.
to. We're
Exclusive.
here. We're here. We love the exclusives.
Love it.
What about
Well-
y'all, Dillos? What are
Oh, gosh.
y'all wanting
Go ahead,
to do
Jen.
in 2024? Exactly. Yeah.
Going
Yeah.
back
If you turn the shotgun on your guests, eventually it's going to make it back around the table.
I look forward to growing. I decide I'm gonna just ramble until some clear words come out. So sometime this year I was thinking, oh, I keep having all these ideas. Oh, I should do this. Oh, maybe I'll start this. Oh, maybe I'll help so and so with this. Maybe I'll do it. And then I was like, oh, maybe I should focus more on the things that have already started and like put more energy into those things. And so that's what I'm trying to do. So probably more of that in 2024, which would be things like Dillo's Diz, things like Snidillo Studios, things like that. So probably just trying to, like what we like to do here, which is throw things at the wall and see what sticks, and just more of that next year.
All right.
Frank.
Yeah, I think there's two things there. There's two things I like to do. I like to throw things at the wall to see what sticks, but I also like to try to get them all under the same umbrella. So it's that's often what I think of when we're throwing stuff at the wall, and it's like, how can I corral all the things I'm still into and streamline it into one thing.
One
But
sleek thing.
yeah, one sleek logo. But I think, for us, we had like 5 to 6 months or longer of just trying to be consistent with putting an episode out every Thursday because of other things going on in our life. So I think in some ways it'll be nice to kind of refocus and move forward again, where I felt like we were plateauing for a little bit for reasons beyond our control. Speaking of things we can and cannot control. So that is, just on my mind is, okay, we kept the ship afloat during the rough seas. And now how do we recharter the course, I guess.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love both y'all's answers.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, this is, we've almost been talking we're edging towards the 2 hour mark, but
Well, technically, I've only been talking for an hour because my computer died and I was inexplicably gone for like 30 minutes. So, there's that.
but we should do these things more often, obviously, because it's
Agreed,
too much
yes.
fun, and we should put that on 2024's
Yes.
list as
Yes.
well.
Yeah.
And
Well,
to that, it's been a delight to start the week off with the Monday Morning Monorail podcast again. It was, it takes me back to dropping the kid off at daycare back in the day, and now it's now she's a second grader, and it scares
Whoa.
me a little. But I will turn it over to Justin, who will plug all the Monday Morning Monorail entity social medias addresses.
Sure. So any social media we participate in, we are at Morning Monorail. We are on the X. I hardly ever use it because I don't love it, but we're on Instagram.
Just say Twitter.
Well, it's Twitter, X Twitter, Twitter X. But yeah, we're at Morning Monorail. But the show is the Monday Morning Monorail Podcast on all your podcatchers every Monday morning. And we do have a Facebook group, the Monday Morning Monorail fam. Join that Facebook group. Hang out with us. We have a good time. And Landon, he's been bringing in this new aspect on Saturdays, Beverage Check Saturday, bringing the community together under spirits and cold, frosty, delicious beer.
Well, that's one way to look at it. Some might say I'm bringing people together through alcoholism. So.
Well, either way. But it's good. It's good. And yes, Stephers.
No, I was gonna say I post water sometimes on there.
It still counts. Still counts.
It's a drink.
I do ask, what are you drinking? And then I say, enjoy it and make the best Saturday and be the best you. And that still counts.
That's right. Yeah. And I want to say one more time to you, Jen, and to you, Frank, thank you so much for having us on. This has been a blast, and we would love to do it more often. And I've definitely missed our collaborations. So it's really fun to get together with you guys.
Yes, for sure.
I mean, and I just don't, Justin and Landon, I want to make sure that I don't offend you guys when I say that Stephers is my best friend.
I was just about to say 2024, Frank, this is our goal. We're going to meet and I'm going to make each other we're going to exchange friendship bracelets. And that's like how that's going to go.
Okay.
Wow. That's some Taylor Swift stuff right there.
You better talk to the 7-year-old and get some help with that.
No, I see that, Stephers.
All right. Well, thanks to all three of you. This has been a delight, a holiday soiree, if you will, with the Monday Morning Monorail Podcast. Until next time, that's Stephers, that's Landon, that's Justin Monorail. She's Jen, and I'm Frank. Bye-bye.
Deuces.
You're running out of air.
For your one-stop shop for all things Dillos, visit DillosDiz.com. Follow us on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at DillosDiz. Don't forget to join our Facebook group at Dillos Diz Community Core. We have plenty to see over at youtube.com/DillosDiz. Remember to hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you check into DillosDizResort.com with tiers starting as low as $1. Theme Park Thursday with Dillos Diz featuring Frank Cardillo and Jen Cardillo Snyder. Dillos Diz Podcast 2023.